Hey everybody, it's Kurt here with theInternetTimeMachine.com, and it's that time of year to give you our 2011 best internet marketing tips and ideas so that you can get your website set up to increase the sales funnel, try to get more leads, and hopefully that leads to more sales. So without further ado, what are the top 5 things we think that small businesses and website owners need to be doing for 2011? Number 5, mobile. If you're not familiar with these iPhones, smartphones, iPads, you better be, because Steve Ballmer may live the day down that he poo-pooed mobile and said desktop sales are triple or quadruple mobile, so what's the big deal? Well, that trend is not going to continue, and it's only going to get stronger for handheld devices. Now, there's a couple different ways that you can turn your site into mobile. First thing you want to do is check it on a mobile device, a smartphone, an iPad, an iPhone, borrow a friend's. There's even websites online that will show your site how it looks on an iPhone or on a Droid. A couple of ways to do it. You can actually have a separate language like HTML5 written for your site if you want to go full-on mobile and attack that market. Or there's kind of some programming converter tricks that allow your site to remain as is, but it's viewable in mobile. So if you have areas or videos or stuff like that that aren't mobile conducive, it actually kind of changes it and gives the mobile device something to see. So that's something you want to be aggressive on and you want to be aware of, that more and more of your possible leads and people interested in your product are not using a computer with a big wide monitor. They're using small mobile devices. And if your site isn't mobile compatible and doesn't translate well, they're going to go on to the next site. Number 4, NowRelevant.com. It's a new search engine, and the cool thing that they just started doing is as they build their search engine, they allow users to enter their own website or RSS feed that you would like indexed. So you can actually go to NowRelevant.com, put in your website or put in your blog or your RSS feed, and their tech staff will actually look through it. It will run through the algorithm, and if you update your site every day, every other day, it's a search engine that runs on everything about your subject, but just for the last 2 weeks. So you're constantly getting new information. So this is great for bloggers and people that update their sites. Instead of having someone with a static site that reaches page 1 of Google and just sits there, Now Relevant every 14 days drops off a day, picks up a day. And now, instead of waiting for them to come and find you and index you, you can actually put your information in for free and just get free traffic, start getting indexed. Assuming you don't have a spam site or a low quality site or it's not a duplicate content site, they'll actually start indexing your content for keywords and things you write about. Easy way to get page 1 of probably the fastest growing search engine on the internet. Our number 3 tip is Lightbox. If you haven't noticed, Google is going through a transformation right now, and they're basically kicking all the fly-by-night, make-money-quick type sales pages and opportunities out of Google rankings, organic as well as PPC. One of the things you need to look at is, we've always talked about on the Internet Time Machine videos, is collecting user data, getting an email in exchange for something of value, an ebook, a report, a guide, something, a coupon. Well, Lightbox and programming language like that, you take the forced opt-in, as it's called, meaning you go to a website and you're able to view it. What you can do then is put a program called Lightbox, or you can even have someone write your own program, where if someone wants to read your articles or information, a box comes up that's lit up and the sides go dark around the side, hence Lightbox, where then you make your value proposition of opting in, here's our free report, get our newsletter. Here's why it's important to take the forced opt-in off your home page or your landing page. Google is highly against it. They don't want drug dealers and people selling high-end gimmicky products on their site. They want a level playing field. So they're going to penalize you. Now you might say, I'm not doing PPC, I don't care. Well, quality score is what Google ranks your landing page where you send an ad. Now, officially, it doesn't relate to your PR rank. PR rank is what Google gives your page when they're doing it organically. How much relevance does it have? How many people link to it? Are you an authority figure? The more people link to you and like you, the higher up in Google's eyes you go. They're not technically related, but they actually are off the record, because one of the things that helps with your PR is how long does someone spend on your home page and your site. Google's interested in that. If you have a forced opt-in come up, meaning you have something come up in the screen and you don't allow people into your site until they give you an email, that sends 80–90% of the people away quickly. It hurts your PR equation, and it also kills your quality score if you're doing PPC advertising. So to make a long story short, between QS, RS, PT, you want to get the forced opt-in or forced put in your information off your homepage. Let Google crawl it. Let Google see it's a legitimate site. But you can put the forced opt-in on every one of your articles and your blog posts. It works very well with WordPress as well as all the other blogging languages as well. So we take the opt-in off the main page. We put it on all the articles, even your free ones. You get the same result. You make Google happy. You get people to spend quality time. Your PR goes up. Your quality score goes up. And you still get to collect information for anyone that wants to read an article or a post. Number 2. You have to add the Facebook thumbs up button. We've talked about this for over a year. It's in at least 4 or 5 of our videos if you go to theinternettimemachine.com. Facebook is where everyone goes to hang out, and they're doing more than that now. Facebook is going to introduce their own search engine probably in the next year, and they've just teamed up with Microsoft Bing to allow likes to be part of the algorithm on what articles people see and what articles people like. If you haven't seen it yet, go to Facebook. Comment on something, likes a page, then go over to Bing on your same computer and type that exact phrase in, and you possibly, as we have it up, you'll see your picture come up saying you like this or your friend likes this. As more people congregate to Facebook and as more people start to use Facebook to search, don't be surprised to see a shopping feature come out in the next year, video downloads, even a music store on Facebook. As you can see, as we're filming today, they're about to release their well, I'll call it email, but they say it's not email, type communication system. Like is going to be an important part of how Facebook views your site. If a lot of people like it, then you must be good. It's how Microsoft is already viewing your site, and eventually Google's going to get on this train somehow, and likes are going to be important. But we hammer that in a lot of other videos, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time here. The number one thing you need to be doing as well, this is it for 2011. If you have a site that collects a newsletter, an email in exchange for a report, you have to add the zip code field. Here's why it's so important. Groupon is valued at over $300 billion now. Coupon sites and social media coupon sites, coupons you get on your smartphone, these companies, these startups are getting valued at $1 billion, $500 million. Let me ask you this. So let's say you have a list. How big is your list? 500 people, 1,000, 50,000? How much more valuable would it be if you had a zip code associated with every email that you could filter and send out offers to local merchants? Now, we're already doing this at the Internet Time Machine with 2 projects that our members have full access to. It's for Foursquare and LinkedIn, collecting email leads in exchange for a report, including a zip code. Why a zip code? You can geographic target it. Internet marketing going local, that's how you get local businesses. Who's going to have a better shot if you call a local business and say, hey, how would you like to do a mailer to 500 people that ate at a restaurant within 3 blocks of your establishment? And I tell you what, it will cost you nothing. We'll just share in the proceeds. You give me a coupon code, you give me something that I can track, and I'll just share with the business I bring in with you. Or someone from the Yellow Pages saying, hi, this is so-and-so from yellowpages.com. How would you like a $500 full half-page ad in the Yellow Pages? Give local people a no-risk opportunity. They don't have to put up any money in this tough economic times, and you share the profits. You have to collect zip codes with your opt-in starting now. Change the form, and the reason you want to do zip codes is, you know, a name and address is very personable. No one's going to give that out online. A zip code isn't. People might think in their head, think if you filled out a zip code form. If I'm going to put my email in, what's a zip code? I mean, there's 100,000 people in my zip code. Maybe there's 5,000. Then you're not going to be able to track me. That's fine. Here's my zip code. But it's very important information that you can send offers to local merchants. You know where people are, saying, I have 500 people in San Diego. I have 10,000 people in the greater Boston area that I could send your offer to, or I can do something with, like even Red Sox tickets, or you can just, it's a whole new opportunity having a zip code. And you're going to start hearing more people talk about this as Groupon starts looking for more people to send to, as Facebook. Notice on your smartphone, everything says turn on location services. Can we track you by GPS? Can we show your friends where you are? All of that revolves around having the lead and the zip code so that you can segregate it into a list of certain people. And you can use that list over and over. Restaurants, small businesses, printing services, car dealerships. If you have a list of 10,000 people in New York that are active online within their zip code, how much money is that worth? So head over to the internettimemachine.com for our free report on the 5 best niches for 2011 and how to make money in them before big corporations get into those niches. See you over there.